So I have a new PC now, and I've completely rearranged my setup, which means I have a completely different webcam angle. So this might come to y'all as a surprise, but here it comes. What is up, guys? This is Kobe here. I'm kind of looking at my other screen right now. This is a bit first time recording something like this for the YouTubes and stuff, so it's a little weird, and y'all probably a little weirded out as well, because I never really had a camera angle like this before, and it's kind of like my first time looking into this, camera right above me and everything. It's always really been shooting like a side angle going towards the other side of the room, but you are seeing a complete different side of the room. It almost looks like a completely new room. We even got the bed, so I can do some sleeping streams and stuff. That's going to be hella fun. But oh man, this is going to be a ride. Anyway, this is going to be a big week. Like I said before, and I'm going to still commit to it. In the last episode, what I said was I was going to make a blade. I was going to make an Absol blade. I was going to scroll it. I was going to U-Pot it. I was going to 17 star epic bonus pot it and everything. And I'm definitely going to commit to that because we have a big Sunday this Sunday, which is today for Korea. But it's Saturday for me, but it doesn't even matter. We got 50% off spell traces, and I've already bought my spell traces. I spent like 300 mil on spell traces, and the best part is, since I forgot to sell the traces that I used to trace the fairy heart, we're good to go for a big chunk, and I bought like 90,000 more, so I'm sitting on like 140,000 traces or so, because I did buy like 10 to 20,000 more with Silent Crusade coins. So we have a pretty decent chance at finishing the blade today, and I'm really excited about that. Basically, what I want to say though is not only is it 50% off traces, it's Magnificent Soul Day, the exact Sunday that I expected to happen this Sunday. That didn't mean I won it, because I'm kind of pissed off because my main has 19 will and my bishop has 9 lucid, so I'm a little irritated about that. I even think I have like 9 Damien on my main, or yeah, I do have 9 Damien on my main. What the hell? But at least my bishop can open the Damien, get a shot at the Magnificent Damien. So we're gonna go ahead and see what we can do about that. I'm actually on Burning Well right now. I've got 1.2 bill, and this is just all going to be transferred over next week because it is the last week of Burning World. I don't really plan on selling Burning Meso anymore. I don't really see a point. Also, I have some things to show you on the bishop because I haven't really been recording these first few days of the week, and a lot has most certainly happened because the things just went down with like bosses and stuff. We got a really good drop, which I didn't even record because I was in the whole process of getting things set up for this computer. And we did something to one of our rings there. We kind of tiered it up a little bit. The chaos ring that I tried to roll for int, yeah, y'all see that in a minute. But anyway, where's my soul bag at? There it is. I'm trying to see if I have any sort of souls I can open for a chance at I got some Magnus. Okay, we'll wait for that. So I'm only gonna open my double S rank souls because I don't really care about the others. So that means I've got basically only 3 of them here, I'm pretty sure. Where's my Vellum at? There are my Vellums. So we've got 1 shot at Mag Queen, 3 shots at Mag, and 1 shot at Mag Vellum on the Paladin. The thing is, every Sunday, I always seem to open a Mag Magnus every Mag Sunday there is. Every single one. It doesn't even matter. But I think today, I'm going to be willing to break that. So, we start with the first character. Of course, we're doing the Bishop and the Dark Knight for the big souls last. But it doesn't even matter. We're going to start off with the Vellum Soul. Alright, no Mag first soul. You'll kind of see when a Mag happens, considering it's going to show no timer, and I'll even let you guys know in the create message for it. Alright, Magnus. That's not a Mag. Next Magnus. That's a Mag soul. I pulled Mag again. Every event in the history of Mag Souls, I pull Magnus. Do I have the right to complain? No, but I just think it's funny because it happens all the time. And that was the second Magnus Soul I've opened today out of the however many I have on my characters. So I don't even know what I can say, man. So I think for Mag Souls in Burning World, I'm just gonna wait till they go over to Luna, and then I'm gonna sell them there. It'll be better off that way, I feel like. But anyway, we're gonna move on to Scania next, because I'm pretty sure my Dawn Warrior has some souls. Alright, get a load of this. I got 9 Cygnus souls on here. What a bunch of crap, dude. Anyway, I got 4 chances at a bag. And then 1 chance at Vellum and Queen. Of course, I always pull Mag because I have like a million chances at it every week. It only makes sense. But let me go ahead and make some slots in my use inventory, because it is kind of crowding up a little bit. I do kind of need to do something about that. Considering I'm going to be opening 6 times on here, I'm not expecting anything to be magnificent. But if we do get anything, that would be magnificent. But hey, alright, Queen. Nothing. Vellum. Nothing. Also, I forgot to turn on my VPN, so the chat box is a little delayed. Magnus, show me what you got, Magnus. Let me see what you got. Now 2? Man, I swear, I've had enough of these Mag souls. We gotta open 2 more. Could you imagine if I pulled 1 more? Nah, there's no way. The probability of that, like I said, wow. A Mag on Scania. Who would have thought? So I'm on Luna now. Next characters would be my Dual Blade and my Adele, because they both have Cygnus souls that they can pull, because they run easy Cygnus every week. And if I do pull a Mag Cygnus soul, that is worth a good chunk of money. And by a good chunk, I'm going to probably say maybe like 200 mil. I think Mags for some reason go for close to 100 mil, probably like 90 mil last time I saw them a while back. They're more expensive than Queen and Vellum for some reason, so it's good to see that I pulled 2 of them. So I'm already at 180 mil for the Mag Soul Meso gain. But these guys, you know, I got 1 shot for Dual Blade, 1 shot for Adele for Cygnus. Alright, nothing. Adele time. Alright. Next character, which is my Ho Young, I believe. And then I don't think my Kaiser's gonna have anything. I think my Kaiser's like, you know, it's still in the new stages, so I'm not gonna count on it having any souls. Plus, I've really been doing daily bosses on it as much, so that character is gonna be completely skipped over. We're gonna go from the Ho Young to the Cannon Shooter to the Bishop to the Dark Knight. So let's do that. To my surprise, I only have 2 shots at Magnus, but we'll do the cheaper souls first. We'll do Queen. You got 1 Queen and 2 Vellum shots. No Mags for either of them. Magnus. Alright, let's see what we got for Magnus. Alright, no Magnificent Magnus this time. And Cygnus, my 1 shot for that. Nothing. Alright, as expected. Alright, for Cannon Shooter Mag Souls, we actually have no shots at Vellum for some reason. Yeah, I don't really know why. Let's go ahead and open the Queen, though. Nope. 3 Magnus. 2, 3, and 1 Cygnus. And nothing. Alright, that's cool. Alright, time for one of the big characters. It's Bishop time. Bishop's got the usual. We got 2 shots at Magnus. Apparently 2 shots at Cygnus, which is quite a bit. 2 shots at Queen. 1 shot at Vellum. And 1 shot at Damien. If we pull a Mag Damien, I'm going through the roof, because those are worth like 3 bill. But we gonna see what happens. Queen. Okay. Alright. No Mag Queen. Vellum. No Mag Vellum. This is Magnus. No Magnus. Let's make some room for some of these later souls here, because I'm gonna need it. We're gonna open the 2 Cygnus souls. Okay. Okay. I haven't been pulling mags lately, so maybe it's been saving up for the moment of Damien. Alright, let's see how this goes. And done. Nah. Damn! My one shot at Mag Damien, and we failed. I'm on my Dark Knight in the Labyrinth of Suffering, because all we feel is suffering. It'd be like that sometimes, but it's all good. I've got 8 rows of all the best souls to open, but of course I can't because I only have 9 of Damien. But that's okay. You've got 1 shot at Queen, 2 shots at Vellum, 4 shots at Magnus, 2 shots at Cygnus, 1 shot at Lotus, 1 shot at Will. 19, dude. This is ridiculous. And 1 shot at Lucid. Magwood and Lucid, you know, around the 3 billish range like Damien. All the big souls except for Sue are around 3 bill. I mean, Lotus, goddammit. This is worth more like 500 to 700 mil around there, I feel. So if I pull that, I mean, money's money, but we're gonna see what happens. I've been kind of off after the mag openings and burning in Scania. I haven't opened a single mag on Luna yet, but let's see what the Dark Knight has got going for me. No Queen, Vellum. Oh, well, a mag Vellum. Woohoo! Yay! Okay, Magnus. You know what they call me, man? They call me Mag Magnus. This is legit. That's the 3rd mag I've opened. Oh, imagine if I pull back to back. Oh wait, that's not Magnus. Back to back Magnus. That'd be stupid. Okay. Last one. Nothing. Cygnus. Maybe I can get a Max Cygnus. Perhaps. Nah. Alright, we go into the big boys, the big dudes. Sue, kind of in like the medium size, because if I pull Mag here. Not Mag. God, I can pull Mag. It's too much. If I pull a Mag Sue, Mag Lotus, you know, that's still a good amount of money, but not as much as the other bigger bosses. Alright, nothing. Will. Nope. And Lucid. At least if I fail pulling Lucid, I'll be able to get the stationary summon for something. I don't really know. Anyway, last shot at a big money mag soul, and it is a failure. Wow. And that's mag soul event. I mean, we pulled 3 of these. Okay, that's cool. But that's, I mean, I feel like I made at least 300 mil. I can't complain about a free 300 mil. Of course, I'm not gonna sell it right now because it's Max Soul Day and everybody's opening souls. Probably wants to get them out of the way as soon as possible. But damn, still can't seem to open a mag for any of these bosses, including Damien. We gonna have to try it next time. Well, I guess what we'll do now is play my cards and start making this weapon that I wanted to make, which is the Absolab Blade. Because it is 50% off traces, it's best that I probably go ahead and try to trace for profit. I've got almost 17 stacks of traces, each row being 36,000, so 36, 72, 144, 151. If I don't finish this blade in 151k traces, that's really gonna say something else and it's gonna suck. But it'd be like that. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase these stones from the auction house, which probably cost like 1.4 mil each. They're really expensive now. And yeah, 1.4 mil is expensive because they usually aren't around that price. I feel like they're around like 1 to 1.2. So it's kind of crazy to see that they have gone up the way they have. But Meso, man, what can I say? This guy's selling 300. 500 of those, and bam, we got ourselves a blade. Clean blade sell for 166 mil, so this basically saves us 29 mil, which is, you know, something that you always want to do. You always want to save your money. We're gonna go ahead and go to Darkwood Tree, buy 5 of these, go here. Oop. So here's the blade. And my goal for the blade is to transforming into this crazy weapon that's gonna be somewhere between the price range of 3 bill to 4 bill, which is very easily possible given what I can do. So we're gonna go ahead and take it right now, and if we don't have to buy any more traces, I should be able to buy a 6% attack bonus pot transfer for 600 mil, if there's still 600 mil, because I do have 300 mil in the storage and I have 400 mil I can transfer over from Scania. So without further ado, I'm just gonna trace this thing right here, right now. We're only really going for +4 before we have to clean slate, because I do think I think plus, what is it, +5 might be a bit extreme, but who knows, RNG might come in my favor. Let's check it out. I got a level 100 diligence, 39% success chance, and we are off to a good start. No, we're not. So basically, if I fail 5 times, that's when I NO. So we're at 2 fails. It's +3. Could it make it to +4? Ooh, it's +4. Oh. Oh no. Come on. Show me, please. We made it to +5. Hey, I'll take that. I think I could buy a hammer from the shop. No innoing, just the way I like it, because innos are costly. I really didn't want to inno. But we do have 1 hammer, I suppose. Yep. And the main goal, of course you would all want, would be for this hammer to work. Please. I mean, well, what the fuck you mean, please? No, what I meant was, I meant for the tracing to work, because the hammer's 100%. I'm like, wait, something don't sound right. But it's all good. We're gonna see this now. I meant for the tracing to work. Damn. Alright, so I've got a lot of clean slating to do. Tracing went, slating went decent. I feel like it went better than average. So it's all good. I'm gonna try this again. We got 4 tries. Remember, we're currently at +5. And we're still at +5. And we're still at +5. And we're still at +5. Not even the 6. That's a punch in the gut. God fucking damn it, dude. We're back in action. We're still over 100k traces, but hey, anything goes. Oh, we're 6 now. Okay, that's progress. That is progress. We're 7. No. Hey, yo, hold on. Let me get this. Okay, yo, if that passed, we're 8 though. We just jumped to 8. Bruh. Let's see how fast we can make it to 9. We're under 100k traces now. Oh, yo, what? That might have took me a total of like 55k traces, dude. Talk about profit, dude. I made so much money. I'll probably say the total traces used is more like 57, but still, that's crazy. So spell traces currently right now are at an all-time high, right? They're like 3.1, 3.279. They're like 3.2. That's ridiculous. That means I can sell mine for that much. Let's go. Anyway, we're gonna look up the blade. We're gonna look up the blade, and we gotta make sure we look up 76 luck, and it's gonna be completely clean with no potential or bonus potential. Bruh. It's already worth 900 mil. It is already worth 900 mil. I went and spent, I'd probably say 170 mil worth of traces at its current prices. and I spend about 130 mil on the stones. You know, a tad bit over 300 mil for everything, and then boom, we collide that, and we're already at 900 mil. You can multiply money with this, but I'm not gonna take my chances too much because that was an extremely lucky trace session, and I'm not really gonna fold. But you know, it'd be the way it be. Next up, we are definitely going to be looking at the 6% attack bonus potentials. Like I said, the last time I saw them, they were 600 mil. I don't really care about a main pot transfer, of course, since I'm gonna unique pot it. But I hope it will be good. Oh, have they really? No, dude, I should have bought it when I had the chance. I should have bought it when I had the chance. Nah. Damn. I mean, I don't even care about the main pot. That's the thing. It's just like, I blew it. I blew it hard. At least it'll give me maybe an idea on how much the Absol ones are worth. This is 1.5. That's completely clean though. Unique. That's not even traced properly. This isn't even traced properly. Yet some of these are still going for so much money. This is traced properly and 17 stars. Only going for 2.4 bill, but it's not unique. It's only epic. Unique goes for 3 bill plus with the 6% attack transfer. I mean, I've got a lot of money to spare, you know, considering I'll sell my traces and all right now. But I'm a little saddened because I really thought I was gonna be able to cop one for about 600 mil. So you win some, you lose some. It's my mistake for not claiming the item as fast as I wanted to claim it. But we got all these traces and we're getting rid of them right now. We're gonna make like nearly 300 mil back. Alright, all the transactions have been made with storage, selling traces, and bringing Scania Meso over. And I must say, that was probably the best rates I've seen for selling Meso I've ever seen. Scania, I was able to sell 400 mil for 42.50 per 100 mil. And on Luna, I bought 400 mil for 4,000 per 100 mil. But because of taxes though, I still gained like a little over 800 Maple points instead of about 1,000. I'm still happy though, because that's a huge Maple point increase. But we are at a bill now, and I'm pretty much about to go about buying this blade. I know they are a bit more expensive than I want them to be, but yeah. I'm gonna try to look up 4 attack first to see if those somehow exist. What? Wait. This can transfer to 6% and with 6% all stat? Stop playing. Hold on. I'm pretty sure this can. Because it transfers epic lines. It can even transfer prime epic lines. So the all stat will turn into like 3%. But the magic attack and attack percent should stay the same. I know I'm kind of flocking around this a lot, but we're going to go look up unique blades. I'm gonna see what's sold. I don't know why that's showing up for me all of a sudden. I looked up 6%. Oh, no, it's because I looked up epic, not unique. It's literally because I looked up epic instead of unique. And because of that, this was my cheapest result. And I was about to buy it like that. I know this will work for a fact. I know this will work. I'm gonna need to buy a level 110 blade. I know it's extremely risky to spend 600 mil on something you're not even 100% sure about, but I feel extremely confident that it will transfer to 6% attack because it's always done that. See? Look at that! I don't have to buy it for 700 mil, dude. Easy, and then we get the all stat. The magic attack is kind of rubbing in the face a little bit there, but that is 6% attack on the bonus pot. And that is exactly what we were looking for. Alright, here's the semi-final product. Of course, it's not going to be completely done until next week, because that will be when I 17 star scroll and you pot it. So now that we have that, I think what we'll do now is we're gonna check and see the value on this, just for the bonus pot and the scrolling. I'm pretty sure this should easily put it at around 1.5 bill for what it's currently at. So once we do get the 17 stars and the U pot down on it, you could definitely try and make it for a 3 bill plus price. That's definitely going to be worth the 1 PSOC that I have to pay for it. So it's all good. As a matter of fact, because of the amount of, actually no, I can't spend 100 mil for a PSOC, that won't work. Crap, I'll probably have to buy one through the auction house for like close to 150 mil or something, because I'm gonna buy one with mileage. I need 2 PSOCs because I have to equip it on the dual blade for it to become a karma item, and then when I transfer it over to the Paladin, I 17 star scroll it, and then I throw it in the auction house. So yeah. Alright, let me look this up. Attack, and it's got all stat on it too, just a little bit of extra stat for the dual blades that want to take advantage of it. And it's really nice as well, just because, you know, dual blades have very expensive items because it's a very popular class. The rest are unique for 2 bill plus, but their tracing is really bad. Like, nothing is really like decent from what I see here. And then anything that's more expensive is already U-potted in 17 stars, so it's really beyond most of what I can do, I suppose. Let me check. Let's see here. That's 15%. Oh, that's sold for 1.3. It's really cheap for that, I feel. That's also 15. That's 1.5. The 9% attack ones definitely do go for quite a bit. Yeah, dual blades don't really want 6% attack in a line of IED. They just want straight up 2 lines of attack if it's going to be epic. Mine's going to be unique, so it's going to be different. So if I do manage to pull 2 lines of attack, or a line of attack and a line of boss, something like this, the final product will... What the fuck? Nah, that can sell for way more. I feel like that dude got scammed. There's no way. 2 lines of boss. This is perfectly good. This is worth 3.7 bill. I really do feel like I could push for around 3 bill for one of these. See, this sold for 3.9. This would be like the dream roll, but it hasn't even been PSOC'd yet. But hell, it matters for it. It's not really gonna change the price on it by much anyway. Just cause it's pretty much an already finished blade. So, and I feel like anything above that will start to just be pure legendary or unique but bonus potential. So that main pot, or maybe just 9% attack and 20 boss, is something that we kind of want to go for. And we have a couple of tries with some cubes from the Union shop, and that's gonna be that. So hopefully it goes well. We're gonna put the blade in the storage. I've got no more use for it until next week. Then I can make the ultimate secondary that the dual blade kids will flock all over. I'm on the bishop now, and let me talk about this bishop real quick. Y'all already know, cubing this chaos ring, all I wanted was 2 lines of int, but I can't even get that. You see, sometimes it just wants to tear up on you, you know. Whenever items feel like doing that, you just gotta let them do that, I suppose. it be the way it be. We're gonna go ahead and buy 3 more cubes for it. I don't have the money to reveal, so I'm gonna sell like 50 power elixirs. It's really ghetto, but I rolled 18 in on it, but I really wanted 21, so I recubed it. But because they're running so low on bamboo, I wouldn't really mind 18 in anymore. I honestly wouldn't at all. So that could probably come back to me. I don't know why, man. Try to min max. I don't even care about meso unless I roll a decent lines of int with it. So that hardly even matters. Dang, meso in all stat. If that second line was in, I would have kept it. I would have easily kept it. But I really just want int, especially since it is a ring that is supposed to be used for damage for me, and I need the stat. so make my prey damage a lot better, you know, stuff like that. But if it doesn't want to give me that, then I suppose that's really all we can work with. Next up, 17-star scroll. I gotta claim the 17-star scroll for Luna. Like I said earlier, the blade was gonna get the karma from burning, but Luna, this is gonna go towards the Absa weapon, and we're gonna get it to 17 stars. So let's see if I notice a really big range hop coming from 17 starring this weapon real quick. I'm currently at 1.619, and then we went up to 1.712, so almost 100k range from 17 starring this thing, and I gained around 50 attack, so pretty decent improvement. The int went up, seems like it went up by quite a bit. I think it was at I think I gained 30 from 15 to 17, and then 9, so 39 int. And then of course adding that with the percentages, I gained a decent amount of int from that. So that's cool. Good I have a 17-star weapon. This thing's value is probably close to 2 bill now. So whenever I do feel like going for arcane, I could just resell this, and that'll be it for that. That's basically it for this character. I got nothing else to do on here. Also, just a comparison to the gains we've made from episode 1, I would definitely love to talk about everything that's happened so far throughout this Road to Endgame series, and just how much stronger I've gotten since I've started recording it. So at the very beginning, I was clearing floor 50. I basically started recording the series right after I cleared floor 50 of Dojo, and my time was 14:36. I know I'm currently on a temp stat title, but I claimed the title, and ever since then, I ran Dojo again, and we cleared 51. And we didn't just clear 51. We had a decent amount of time remaining as well. And by that, I mean we cleared 51 at the exact same time we cleared 50 before I started recording the series a month ago. It's like that. It's actually like that. We basically went up a whole dojo floor since this began. Of course, it's not going to last that long because of temp stats right now, but I'm pretty much mostly going to be doing some serious runs and stuff of most things after getting temp stats. I was able to solo normal Lucid at the start, but now I have the capability to solo Hard Lotus, and I actually recorded a run, and I thought I was going to clear it legitimately, but I had crashed towards the end. I was going to upload it separately, you know, Dark Knight, Hard Lotus solo. I'm 32.8k stat, because that's literally what my stat is, but the crash at the end kind of killed it. Basically, I had 1 life left. It was like 4 minutes left on the timer. A little bit of health left. It didn't really look like I would make it with just base damage alone, but I had Reincarnation up, and it was going to be like the craziest burst towards the end. Our Reincarnation was going to be up in a few minutes, assuming I would have lived for those few minutes, which I think I would have, because, you know, my control was decent, but it's also RNG involved in there too. I also didn't bring Blitz Shield because I didn't have slots of Blitz Shield, and I really wish I did bring Blitz Shield because I needed it. One of my deaths could have been easily prevented if I had Blitz Shield, but I took Bind over Blitz Shield because I do need Bind for a full burst. I had crashed. I think it's because of the shield, but I think the reason why it happened the way it did is because I didn't bind Sue, or I didn't bind Lotus the moment I did crash, and I feel like if I did, that wouldn't have happened. But at the same time, I was saving my bind for the Reincarnation burst because I needed as much damage to go off on that as possible, because, you know, that's a 30% final damage buff and just complete iframes. I wouldn't get hit by anything. So that's what disappointed me, but it is what it is. There's not really much I can do about it. Maybe we'll run a real run next week. I might attempt a solo next week, actually. That might be content for episode 7. Real solo. We'll get a 10% damage Q buff. But in order for me to do this thing, because my damage is so low for a min damage clear, I do need to get Bishop and Wild Hunter buffs before going in. Because I literally cannot do it without those. The reason why I even got that far to begin with, and the reason why I even had a shot at clearing was because I had almost 10 minutes of Bishop and Wild Hunter upon entering. So that is very important. That is key. So we're gonna look into doing another potential clear, solo clear next week. Not 100% guaranteed, but we'll try and give it a shot. Also, I did a battle analysis because a friend had a dummy, and I did it with the title. And my overall BA, it went up from 1.55 in episode 1 to 1.9 trillion. I'm pretty much about to hit that 2 trillion mark. There is probably not a chance that I'm going to be hitting that 2 trillion mark here in like a week or so before the title expires. But hey, one can dream. I'll be able to buy a dummy tomorrow after I claim dojo points of clearing floor 51 after the Monday reset. So we're gonna go ahead and give a BA another shot. But then on top of that, I probably have to buy another Fatal Strike because I did kind of cheese things with Fatal Strike. And this thing does expire on August 31st, which is basically tomorrow in Korea. So a little tough on that right there. And on top of all things, it seems like the 3.9 bill tuner that my Bishop received from Hard Lucid apparently sold pretty much just now. And I am going to go claim that money. I am very excited because that's an expensive job. That's one of the most expensive arcane weapons. 945 mil. And 16 glizzies. This is perfect. But of course tax makes it 898, but it's all good. So the mesa we're currently sitting on right now is about 2.5 bill, counting Burning World. So I've done weekly bosses on every character this week, except for except for Kaiser and Ho Young. So that's another like close to 300 mil to come from those guys. So once that's done, I'll have around 2.8. I should have at least 3 bill by the end of the week. And then after that, all that's going to be transferred over. I'm going to do the U-Pot, the cubing, and the 17 starring of the blade. And we're going to try to sell it for about 3 bill if we can. And if that sells for 3 bill while only spending around like 150 mil on a PSOC, bro, I'm already thinking about the money, man. It's gonna be ridiculous. I might be able to buy the last 2 pieces of basal gear that I need. I'll still be a bit off because I think it might cost me a total of close to 7 bill. But I've decided that I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy an eye. I'm still gonna try to self-cube my Chaos Pink Bean to Legendary because eyes can be a bit expensive, and I'm not really digging those. So just mainly a pendant and another ring if possible. So I think by the end of episode 7, I just might have 80% meso, and I'll be pretty much up and ready to grind and start my journey to 255, and then go on even further to 260 if possible. But the time is near. After I buy 2 more pieces of meso, I will definitely start going for damage and stuff like that. And it's going to be really, really nice. I'm going to be getting a lot stronger.
Oh, I think I need one as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm putting my drop.
Oh, I use reincarnation. God damn it. Okay, I guess I can chill out.
I drop it now.
Yo, nothing.
I don't see a shard. I don't see a shard.
Oh!
I don't see a shard. Oh, I got a shard! Oh, I'm gonna open it right now.
Why don't we get near? Please link it.
Oh, come on. Oh, we got... Oh my god. What a frightening sight, dude. Disgusting. So, a little bit of time has passed since the hard will run. It sucks that I didn't pull a mag will, but hey, it is what it is. That's the end of the mag event. But I just recently realized that this is the perfect day to make my Paladin gear, or to trace it. I'm gonna make clean Apsos, and I'm gonna flame them with Paladin flames from the coin shop from Burning World. And I'm gonna buy pretty much pre-made flamed CRA, which should help me quite a bit. Even like 30 and 5 for a hat, I'll just look up like 70 and 5%. Just a score of like 80. All I really want is the main items right now. And then later on down the road, I'm gonna go ahead and find the bonus pots, in which I only really need for the hat top and bottom, because I already have everything else made in burning. The character's practically set. I don't really have to spend too much on the gear. The main thing that I probably have to worry about is how much I'll spend on shoulder cubing, and whether I want to go for 9% stat or not. But hopefully I wouldn't have to go for something that crazy. But yeah, 32 and 5 for a hat is already only 10 mil, so we're gonna go ahead and buy that. And then we've got top. Top is top might be a bit more difficult because this is only 30 mil for 40 and 5, but let me just find this for now. This is scroll with 30%, but that looks a little weird. Plus 4. I just want a nice little clean one, just like this. 13 mil, pretty simple. And then finally, bottom. Bottoms are worth quite a bit for whatever reason, but I can go ahead and get it. Pretty much the same gear that the Kaiser has. And then for Apsos, we are going to be looking up Acres, which I need to buy 120 of. Well, 118 because I already have some here. Because I'm gonna be buying the glove, the shoe, and the cape. And then right here there's a 113. And then with the Damien pieces, I'm going to be getting the shoulder, of course. Only one I really need to get. And then after that, that should be all the money I spend for now. And then maybe another day I'll go ahead and get the bonus pots for the Paladin, for the hat top and bottom. Each piece should only be around 50 mil, so I only really have to spend 150 mil extra, which I can probably do right now. I mean, I don't see why not. So I think what we're gonna do here is just actually no, change this back. We're gonna bring it down to level 40. 40, and then we're gonna change the properties here to 2. So it's gonna be, the bottom line is gonna be bonus pot of attack, and then these are gonna be main pot of strength %. So we're gonna have these settings through, and then see what the deals are. Hat's probably gonna be closer to 60. And there's 70 mil for some reason. Holy crap. Well, we're gonna buy it anyway. Screw it. It'd be like that. I gotta make sure the Paladin stays strong for the weeklies. And then 2 overalls. Okay, yeah, these have gone up a little bit. Overalls are like 6 mil more expensive, and the hats are like a little bit over 10 mil more expensive. But it be that way, I suppose. Alright, all of those are bought. And I might need to buy another stack of traces just because I kind of sold them all, so that's not really too good. Dang, I just spent like 500 mil for Paladin gear, but hey, it is what it is. It's all good though, and I still got a Star Force and pretty much finished the CRAs. For the Paladin Apsos, you know, I'll just transfer whatever I already have on burning, and then after I do that, I can just use the Paladin money to Star Force it, because the character still has about 1.2 bill on it. It doesn't really matter. So anyway, let's check this thing out. I'm looking for spell traces. How did I forget that? Holy crap. I'm gonna buy 2 stacks. They're probably still worth, yeah, fuck. Alright, and they're selling. They're selling. And I'm going down to the 3.3s. I just bought a stack of traces for 3.35. That's insane. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have sold off all my traces. I tried to keep a few thinking I might need them, but then I sold them because I thought I won't need them anymore. But then I realized, oh crap, I still have to make Paladin gear. So, wait, it's half off traces. Why did I buy 2 stacks? You know what? It doesn't even matter anymore. I'm just gonna use it now. Let's see what the shop flames are though. So here goes nothing. They're all pink. 54, 74. Shoes a keeper. Oh man, that's not good. But the shoes will be a keeper. I just want 70 or higher. Even if that is 5 magic attack, I hardly care. So, at least that's one less item I have to flame. The worst item... I mean, these two are about the same, really. But I still want to flame in the 70 plus. And then for the shoulder, we're going to throw an epic pot on it. I got that from Fairy Bros. We got it first try. And a revealed 3-line. I'm probably gonna gamble like 100 cubes and see what we land. I know that's gonna be like 50 mil, all for going for like 9%, but hope for the best, I suppose. I think I might be at the 100 cube point by now, but I can't help but feel like all I really wanted was not even just 9%. I wanted 6% and even just like a line of plus 12. Well, that happens too, but who cares? Shoot, maybe I'm gonna keep going a little bit more. As you can see, I'm already down a little bit over 50 mil because it's a terribly bad habit. You don't really want to do this, especially when it comes to a meal. C5 all stat, I could have kept that as well. It's not really gonna make too much of a difference in my damage. I don't know why I continue to waste all this money, but sometimes there are just some things that you gotta do. Okay, I'm done. I've lost like 70 mil. That was hardly even, probably not even worth it at all. I'm gonna trace them now. Okay, so I actually went on ahead and finished this Paladin gear. I know I said I was going to hold back on this, but I figured I had the time to do it, so I did. Of course, I didn't finish the absolute transfers because I don't have the items for those yet. I don't have them until they come over to Luna from burning for the Paladin, so we'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, I'm just going to put them in storage. It kind of sucks though, because now we're down 700 mil, and you don't want to be down 700 mil. But it is what it is, I guess. Also, Monday reset happened. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Dojo and claim my points that I got for this week, which should be somewhere around 18 to 20,000. I really hope it's 20,000 because, well, I hit 51. There's no way, right? 8, holy crap. Okay, yeah, there's a crazy percentage of players at the end, I suppose. I already had enough for a dummy regardless. I could have just bought one. You know, it doesn't even matter. Oak, 100%. There we go. Okay, I've got everything set up now. I'm gonna put the dummy at 230, like usual. Got it down, and we are gonna buff up. Put that list on, or put that window up. Use buffs and go. So give it 10 seconds in Dark Thirst. Dark Spear again. Also, did I? God, that's annoying. Okay, about to say just this again. Alright, it's about time to burst now. Time for last hit. Blow up the shield. That's low. What happened on 1.9? I did 1.9. I swore. I'm just like, wait a second. That doesn't look very high at all. Ah, crap, dude. I mean, it's a bigger improvement than, you know, what we got in the first episode of the series, but I swore I was at 1.0. Oh, green pot. But was it, could it have just been that? I don't know. I'm about to do another one. I need to double check things. Also, the guild got 42 skill points this week instead of 40. So now the boss damage skill has an extra 4 minutes and gives an extra 4% boss damage. So this will definitely help out a little bit more. on my little journey to kill Heartsu. And on top of that, I'm going to be having the Q buff for that as well, which will be 10% damage throughout the entire boss fight. So hopefully, you know, after weekly reset, we're going to give this thing a run. We really are. Okay, we can do this thing again. Okay. Thirst. Ooh. Okay, wow. 1.9 again. It looks like the green pot really did make the difference. Oh, it's exactly 1.9, so I mean, I didn't really make any improvements, so it only makes sense. Not bad. How much damage are the legs doing? 280 mil? Holy crap. Okay. I just wanted to see that. So, percentages all around pretty much look the same. Of course, Darkness Aura just like almost 20% because it's a very powerful skill. Cyclone 35. Yeah, all the percentages are looking the same. Beholder and Beholder Shocker and its own little thing. Spider only does 3.2%. Though it's still decently strong for Dark Knights. It doesn't do like a huge chunk of total damage, but it's still going to be a skill that I'm going to be leveling to 30 at the end of the day, just because I could still take the extra damage from it, because why not? And everything else, I do want to max Aura Weapon because of not just the wave but the buff as well. I do get like another 1% final damage on top of having a longer duration on the skill and 2% more IED, which might be pretty beneficial for solo bosses because I don't really have too much IED myself. This is 94 with the temporary stat title, so yeah, that's it'll be pretty nice. I just used the Fairy Bros Black. Oh shit. I gotta get a new secondary now. I wasn't even trying to record it, legit. I claimed the black cube because it was my last day on the Fairy Bros. I even have the chat log for it. Hold on. Black cube obtained 1. Boom. I got my 1 shit. What? But ain't no way that just happened. Man, that's crazy. I can't believe that just happened. I legit, before I used the cube, I was thinking, what if I just roll something like this? And I did. What's my IED now? 96? Amazing. So with the rest of the coins that we obtain for the event, we're going to be going after nodes probably, I feel like. First things first, I do want to go ahead and buy these. And I'm going to put them all in Aura Weapon, because Aura Weapon is very important. And I'm going to go ahead and buy 2 of these. So that's 20 of them. Chances are, I'm probably going to be buying another Fatal Strike, just because I'm going to use this too. And this. I'm going to buy another Fatal Strike, because like I said, I really want to try to do Heartsu next week. But I'll just hope for the best. I'm still completely unsure if I want to do nodes before the secondary, but I'll give a little overview of what I want to max out when I do invest in nodes again. So we want Aura Weapon at 25. we basically have 10 of these because this is 1 and each of these count as 3. So we use them and it goes from 16 to 19. Looks like it's 1 away from 20. And that's probably all I got. I got decent holy symbol. And then I opened one of the spider ones too, which I think I need 36 more in order to max out now. It's level 13 now. But we want Aura Weapon at 25, we want Beholder Impact at 25, we want Spider at 25, and we want Mid Warrior at 25. That's basically what I'm trying to do. Everything else, they don't really have to be 25. I'm not really too crazy about it, even if, you know, I do want Decent Holy Symbol to be a decently high level, but I'm not going to stress over that. I don't really think it's completely worth to actually stress over that. But I can go ahead and get rid of everything else, and after I do that, I should have enough for Fatal Strike, because I'm pretty much about to break down my Fatal Strike right now. It's about to expire, and I've done everything I wanted to do with it for the week, so I'm just gonna have it broken down until weekly reset, and then I'll repurchase it then. Oh shoot, why is it? This is awkward. Hold on, I think I was trying to break something else. Oh man, if that went through, that would have been really bad. But we got this, and then we'll break it down for however much, which is 300. And then once I break down the Fatal Strike on there, I'll be at 360, which will be enough for another Fatal Strike for next week. Shoot, I might get a few more from the coin shop here soon. There's only 2 more days left of coin capping after today. So I can only buy 1 more pack of 10, and that's going to be that. After I buy that pack of 10, what I'm going to do next is pretty much just use it, get Aura Weapon. We're going to get Aura Weapon to 20, and then once Aura Weapon is 20, it will be slightly better. I don't think we're going to get the 6% final damage from it, because that might not be there until 26. Let's go ahead and look at these heal tab real quick, because they only leveled up 3 times. Yeah, 6% final damage until 26. Tough. That's okay though, because we'll still gain like 1% IED, and it's going to be longer by like 8 seconds. Only 8 seconds, but that's still better than nothing. So we're going to get that situated, Maple Warrior situated. Pretty much just all the usual things. But again, whether I'm going to be doing nodes or secondary first after I buy 2 more pieces of Meso gear is to be determined. And also, after ruling that potential, I looked and saw how much IED I would get for 8k Union, and that's maxing out crit damage, boss damage, and buff duration, each of those being at 40. I'll have 16%, and which I'm currently at 6. And that's going to be a boost by like 10% on the Union grid, which will pretty much not exactly completely make up for the emblem or for the secondary IED, because, you know, 30% from one source and 10% from another source does not equal one source of 40%. It's multiplicative, giving diminishing returns, but it's still going to be pretty close. It'll still be worth to go ahead and get a new secondary with 2 lines of boss, a line of attack, and legendary 2-line attack bonus pot, which will have me have to save up 7 bill, which is around the same I had to do for my current secondary and a vac pet. And since I'm going to be actively grinding by the time I start doing that, it shouldn't be too bad. But on top of things, going for 8k is a different story, because I really don't want to take the time to go for 8k right now. I want to grind my main and grind my bishop come haste event. But if there is a Union event, I will more than gladly go out of my way to fund mules to hit level 200 on. Because all of my mules, due to the anniversary swimming, if you saw my 2nd season of the Scania series and you'd be aware of that, they're all mostly above level 170. Like, they're all there, dude. Oh yeah, today is a special day, because I can finally get the Rock Spear in Androids. But before I do that, I'm using my final 2 Meister cubes on this ring here. If these don't work out, then, you know, I'm just gonna have to wait for another event to cube it again. Like I said, if I get 18, 18's fine. One more. What happened to my game? It's lagging. Oh, I'm out of Meso. I'm not lagging, I'm just broke. God, I still show power elixir to these, dude. Okay, last cube. I think I've wasted all of my cube luck on the emblem, so probably won't get anything. Yeah, I got 18 strength. Oh, yeah, tough. Anyway, here it is. Rock Spirit Android from my cannon shooter. The one I have on my Ho-Young will be going towards the Dark Knight. So we're gonna open it, and we've got the Android already. Comes with the free Lydium Heart, but I don't really have to worry about that. So let's go ahead and put it on. Nice. It's a completely different Android. It doesn't seem to have any of like the weird ears or anything. If I decorate it in gear, it's not gonna show it to be visible, right? Like say I put this cap on it. Yeah, it doesn't show. It's completely useless. It's just straight up rock spirit. But I'm pretty sure it comes with the special shop. Yep. Nice, nice. This is something that I've kind of needed, especially when I'm gonna be grinding my Dark Knight again. I could finally not leave my map to NPC like Pencil-y or anything like that, because I don't really care to extract them, right? But nice little addition. I don't have an ugly looking Android, and I finally have a shop function after all this time. My Ho-Young is a spare flame. Probably throw it on this Absol cape that I made. I didn't get anything. So, a couple days have passed since the last recording, and here we are on the final day of the week, aka the final full day of Burning World. And today, I am going to be coin shopping. Now, specifically, what I'm trying to look for are items that are untradeable, so that I'll be able to claim them on, I'll be able to bring them over to Luna. Because there's this golden rule for Awake, right? Transferring items from Burning World to Rec server. And I can't trade items that are account transferable. For example, these flames, right? I can't bring those over from Burning with me. I can only bring over stuff like the U-Pot or the 17 star scroll and stuff like that. It lasts for 10 days. I will definitely have this used within 10 days. So let's buy the U-Pot right now. I also have the 17 star scroll and the title to claim. I have no idea why I haven't claimed anything yet. I haven't even pressed the rank up button around the last day of the event. 17 star scroll, 10 days. I think I might as well claim the title as well. It want me to type in something in Korean, which is this little text right here. And then once I claim that, I have a 2-week title, and we are good to go with that. Where's the... Okay, here they are. U-Pot, 17 star, all gonna be used for the blade in which I plan on selling. So let's go ahead and put the title on. 2 weeks of temp stats for this character. That just means easier weeklies, I guess. And then after that, we want to buy the cubes. Now the cubes are transferable with an account. The boxes are. But when you open the cubes, they'll become untradeable. So I'm buying 5 reds, 5 blacks, and 5 bonus cubes. What I'm going to use all these on, I'm honestly unsure. I'm thinking about the blade. Yeah, see, they become untradeable. So I'm just going to keep them this way until transfer. I'm thinking about buying the blade. I can transfer these over with me. Alright, cool. In which case, since I can pretty much cube it, these aren't... Wait. Are these tradable with any... Oh, fuck, I can't take these over. No! I completely lost track of what I was saying anyway, but that might be the only thing I might be able to buy from that shop, because I can't take these claims with me. This entire shop is basically not being able to take anything along with me, because everything is account transferable, except for these. But I literally have no reason to buy these. There's no account transferable event ring or anything like that. So it was a little frustrating. Maybe I've kind of overcapped my coins in a way, because I can't even transfer over any flames. I mean, I could buy these and kind of make them into... Or I can just use them to fund the Paladin, but I'm not 100% sure on what I want to do. As far as bamboo goes, I have quite a bit of these. In all honesty, I have no idea what I'd want to do with them. I think I'm just gonna let them rot, because there's literally no reason for me to buy any of these for anything in Luna. This shop has, I think I might be able to transfer circulators, but I don't really see a reason as to why I would need to use circulators. Character slots, this is, you won't even be able to transfer these over, I believe. Not worth it. Monster, ooh, I could buy these if they're untradeable. I'll think about it real quick because it honestly doesn't seem like it's that bad at all. And then the cosmetic shop, yeah, I kind of just have 2.5k coins sitting, and really I don't even know what to do with them. I've pretty much bought everything I wanted to buy because I can't buy, like, I really wanted to buy flames, but completely messes me up on that. So I'm gonna have to think of something later on, but as far as I'm concerned, this is all I'm gonna be doing on this character. And as you can see in my inventory, I am transferring 1.8 billion Meso. I had enough time of the week to do Lotus and Damien one more time. And with that, I was able to make an Abso shoulder and an Abso cape, which still sold for a ton of Meso on burning. I managed to sell both for about 600 mil total. What? People will still buy for that much despite buying the same amount or the same items in Luna for like 150 mil total a week before the Luna transfer. Completely beats me. I guess people are a lot more crazy about shoulders right now because of the Karma 17 star scroll, and it's one of the best items to 17 star. So I guess I understand, but at the same time it does kind of weird me out a little bit. Never really understood for the most part. But with that being said, I've got nothing else to do. I need to check up on all the characters I have on burning, which is a level 150 Pathfinder, a level 140 Wind Archer, and a level 130 Zero. I'm going to be looking at their items and stuff, going to be transferring items to this character because I do want to bring as many things as possible to Luna. The Pathfinder, Wind Archer, and Zero are going straight to Scania, and then once they do go to Scania, I should be about 4.5k Union in Scania. Kind of a passive Scania game, just because, you know, why the hell not, right? They were characters that really helped benefit this Paladin to begin with at the start of the server, so it wasn't a waste to make him at all. I don't really feel like coin capping anymore at all for a week, so I guess what I'm going to look at is see what I can get with 900 coins on my Hoyoung, and hopefully something that will help benefit the Paladin in a way. It turns out I've bought out a whole bunch of things. Nothing here will do. Maybe the golden hammers for the Absos, but much to think about for that. And then for the final shop, I've already bought these flames in Luna. I'm gonna buy these cubes on the cannon shooter, and that's probably gonna be it. Rainbows, I could have bought the rainbows. I don't really have much to cap for those anymore. Even if I cap today on any of my characters, they wouldn't be able to afford the rainbows. But it is what it is. I guess this character will just be taking 900 coins to absolutely nothing, unless there's one more thing I can get out of random. Doesn't exactly look like it, I suppose. Oh well. I could try to pull a dim. Nah, I don't like the damage skins in that box. It is what it is. Okay, 900 coins going to waste. Wait a second. This guy has 3.7k coins. I can cap coins. 80, not cap, but just get 80 coins. And then I could buy the flame box and the bonus cubes. And then I'm set. I've gathered the coins. Let me go ahead. Purchase this. And purchase this, and just put them both in the storage. My Dark Knight does have 1,000 coins, so I guess I can just spend the rest on gemstones. I could buy 14 of them, 10 from that box, and then another 4 from this shop here. And then I'll just go ahead and use them. So, details for tomorrow's transfer, which you guys will see in next week's video. I will have a total of 3 mil Meso. 1.2 Luna, 1.8 burning. Actually I have like 1.85 and 1.25, so 3.1. And plus I have like 200 million items I could sell, as far as clean slates and droplets and cubes and what other random items I have go for. I should be able to make up to 200 mil from that, which would be 3.3 bill. And then afterwards, I'm going to do my Dawn Warrior weeklies on Scania, and I'll have 300 mil on Scania, transfer over said 300 mil, end up at about 3.6, do Dark Knight weeklies, end up at about 3.7. And with 3.7 bill, that's when I'll be buying my first piece of, or my other piece of Meso gear. Not first piece, but what I was thinking was not exactly a piece of Meso gear, but a new earring. A new earring that gives both drop and Meso obtain. They cost about 3.7 bill, and the current one I have right now, 20 drop, is around like 200 mil. So I can just sell these off and not really have to worry about them again. The earrings are decent because, of course, they're fully account tradable. Unlike some of the other items I could buy, like a ring, pendants can be fully account tradable as well, depending on which one you buy. But I've just been thinking about it, and I'm probably going to do the earrings first. And because I have thought of this earring idea, I'm thinking about if I actually want to buy up to 100% Meso obtain or not. I would still need another 7-ish bill to go, and of course I'll have my blade that will eventually sell for about 3 bill once it's complete. But then after that, I would actually have to farm up 4 bill, and I'm gonna have to start getting on the grind again. On another hand though, before I do end off this video, I just want to say earlier in this video I wanted to commit to soloing Hard Lotus, aka Hard Sue, for episode 7's piece of major content. So I figured at least let me clear the boss. I'm about to say boxes. Let me at least clear the bosses that are on the way to that boss. And I figured the one boss I was missing solo that I could currently do was Normal Dusk, called Gloom in GMS. And today, after 3 attempts this week, I actually ended up clearing it, and it was about a 22-minute run. I have the achievement here to prove for it, 0.07% clear rate. I have the recording for it. If you guys want to see the full footage of the video, the link is in the description. But for the remaining bits of this video, I'll go over some of what I've done and how I can commentate on that and think about things I'll be able to do better, because I'm going to try and actually maybe solo this boss every week, because it gives about 80 to 90 mil a week. And if it only takes me a little over 20 minutes to kill, then that is very much worth my time. But it's not worth my time if it takes me 3 times a week or 3 attempts a week to be able to kill it. That's not good at all. So I do need to get a little better. So here it is right here. I got the full display capture of the video going. I pretty much used as many buffs as I possibly could. I was fortunate enough to have a buddy help me out and give me some Wild Hunter and a Bishop buffs before going in. Initially I asked for Wild Hunter, but Bishop decided to come as well, so I figured cool, you know, Bishop buff for the first 7 minutes of the fight, Wild Hunter for the first 8. You know, I figured why not? I can go ahead and take it. So as a Dark Knight, I did get Bishop buffs, but one thing I did not want was Door. As a matter of fact, I did end up getting Door, but I killed myself elsewhere. I did that because I didn't want Door. And the reason why I don't want Door is because as a Dark Knight, having 30% final damage on Reincarnation was key. It was something that I really wanted to have up from my first burst. And of course, at Dusk, the first burst begins at 29:05. So around like 15 to 20 or so is when I start buffing up and using Darkness Aura, and I'll start using Upper Charge to go ahead and charge up the Aura Shield. I'm not sure if I had 15 stacks or not on the shield before I blew it up, but we are going to go ahead and make sure. This is around the time where I purposefully die, just so I can use Reincarnation. And then with that, I buff up, I use my roar, I go in for the kill. And this is the most damage I'll ever do in this fight. I'll even have my Special Core Fatal Strike proc, and you can see a little bit of some 5 build lines in the boss fight. And of course the caps on the end of Cyclone. Let me actually go ahead and double check if I had 15 stacks before I blew that up. I might have been looking at it. 13, 14, 15. Yep. Okay. So that I got the full burst in. I wasn't paying too much attention if it was before or after the roar, and this is when I realized, wow, I forgot Echo of Hero for that entire burst. Actually, a buddy pointed that out, so I was fortunate for that. Unfortunately for me, though, continuing on for the fight, Reincarnation, as good as it may have been, it actually ended up costing me a life right here, because I wasn't paying attention to when it was going to expire. And you saw the stat window. I was at 33k, mainly because I was using a 30 strength potion. I'm barely over 33k with it, and that's without my Tenebris ring, which I do swap rings. This is going to be the only boss fight I actually swap rings for, because, well, it's the easiest to swap rings in this fight. Moving forward, we already know how the burst cycles go, but we're gonna move forward to the first bit of hallucination here. There are two key skills that I have for hallucination as a Dark Knight, and what it is I have Body of Steel, which gives a ton of status resist. As you can tell, I use the alchemy potion on the top right, which you can't even see. You can sort of see it, but you can't see like the full image of it. But it is it's the potion that gives you 30 status resist for 2 hours, and I used it so I can have lower time on like accuracy debuff or stuns and stuff like that. So when this hallucination mode happened, I used Body of Steel, and with that, my status resist is 144, the highest I'll ever see. That one actually went really well, mainly because the legs were up, or the chains were down on the ground, and I was actually able to dodge the mobs a little bit more properly and then not get bound by the hands. I might have actually died here sooner or later, but bursts just keep happening and whatnot. I think this ended up killing me. That second hallucination ended up messing me up. Those are my main source of deaths, but really there's really not much else to commentate on the run. It's just I ended up having 1 life left towards the end, and I had to wait till I could proc Reincarnation for the 3rd time to be able to clear. It's a pretty straightforward boss. There's no different phases or anything besides, well, hallucination happening once every 2.5 to 3 minutes. It usually depends, because those little balls that come down from the sky are the ones that determine your hallucination gauge. When they do come down when you're not in it, the gauge goes up. And when you are in hallucination mode, the gauge goes down, but if you get hit by a ball, then the gauge will not go down for a little bit. So it's very important to dodge those balls while you are inside of hallucination mode. Sometimes it's a smarter tactic to actually get hit by a ball at a certain point in the boss fight. For example, when his legs are about to, or when his chains are about to come down and you stand on them, it's very important that if you are almost at hallucination mode, you purposely get yourself hit by a couple balls so you can start it off real quickly. And then that's when you start dodging them all, because when you dodge them all while the chains are up on the ground like that, it will be a lot easier to get through hallucination mode before it completely expires. Fortunately, I was in normal mode, which has a shorter hallucination mode, and on top of that, you're actually able to kill off the hands on the ground. Chaos is not as forgiving, and I don't know how long it's going to be until I can run Chaos mode, but we will eventually see and figure out. Again, if you want to see the full footage of this, the video is in the description. And that does it. We made way for amazing income next week with the burning transfer, and the items I'm gonna give to the blade to make it a really good weapon, and just all that stuff. We're gonna be buying another piece of Maso gear at the beginning, and maybe even towards the end after the blade sells, and I'll be really close to a new one. I know for a fact I should be at least buying 2 pieces next week. Definitely not 3 though. 3 might take a while. But we'll see what happens. Also next week, I'm really gonna be trying my hardest, trying my absolute best to make sure with the available stats I have, I will defeat Hard Lotus solo. It's gonna happen. I know it is. But that's it for that. It was a pretty interesting week in terms of everything though. Awake is officially over, and I can go on about the next 2 weeks having a really silly filler event that I'm not really going to care too much about. All that's really going to be on my mind is just taking out Hard Lotus, wiping him out. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video.